Alright, mate. So I was going through TikTok the other day because apparently I'm a 13-year-old girl with love hearts instead of freckles. Ooh woo. And I came across a particular TikTok which I thought was quite interesting.
Did y'all know that if a dude puts his balls in something, he can taste it? He can taste it? I wish I was kidding. I wish I was. I'm not. If you have testicles, please dip your balls in something. It's for science, and I must know. Thank you.
So after watching this, I obviously wanted to see if it had any basis in fact. So I ended up Googling something which I never thought that I would have to Google, and sure enough, it's actually true. So while balls don't have like actual taste buds, they have like protein receptors which can detect like certain tastes, and in particular an amino acid that's found in soy sauce, right? And after learning this, I did what any self-respecting man would do in this situation and immediately set out on a hunt to try and locate different condiments to dip my balls into. So I got all of my friends around and we put it to the test. I ended up filming 3 experiments, or so I thought. It turned out that my friend who was meant to be filming these experiments, her hand got tired, so we're missing the first one. So thank you, Neelam. That means that I'm going to have to recreate that one today, just for you, not you special. The first experiment, the one that I will be doing in a minute, was just the regular plain old soy sauce, and that was actually the most interesting. And after that one got its interesting results, which I'm sure you'll see, we kind of spiraled a little bit, and knowing that it was the amino acid that kind of triggered the response, being the super smart scientist that I am, I was like, wait a second, I have amino acid tablets. And so we crushed up some amino acid tablets and put it in water, and that went about exactly how you would expect it went.
Okay, here we go.
Feels like crushed up tablet in water.
Okay, give it a little like
I'm swirling. The third experiment, that got a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we crossed a line. But more about that later. I'll come back to it because I'm really in the mood to dip my balls into some soy sauce. So yeah, I have some delicious soy sauce right here, fresh from the pantry. I don't have a pantry, I'm not rich. Before I do this though, I thought that I would give my hypothesis, and this is my original hypothesis, the one that before I tried it the first time, because obviously I've done this once, so I kind of know what to expect. But my original kind of thought was that I've been on this planet for 23 years, and for 23 years of those, I have had balls. And I would have thought that at some point in that time span, they would have like come into contact with something, and I've gone, wait a second, I just tasted that in my balls. But I haven't. So initially, didn't think this would work, don't think this would work. It's a tricky one. I'll get to it later, we'll see. So without further ado, I've got my soy sauce. So best get my other scientific equipment out. Don't mind me, this isn't weird at all. This is very strange to be doing in front of a camera. So got the soy sauce. Bon appetit. Wait. Wait, this didn't happen the first time. Okay, wait. Wait, so I don't know if this is placebo or if it's just the smell that is making me think it. I think it might be placebo. I'm not wait. I'm not too sure, you know. I can definitely get it, but I don't know if it's like an actual taste or like an imaginary. It's hard to explain. Let me just clean my my scientific utensils. Okay, so it's not like taste. It's not like a flavour taste. It's almost weirdly like a sixth sense. It sounds really weird. Balls have a sixth sense. Okay, there's this condition. This is what I kind of pair it with in my mind. There's a thing called synesthesia where people's senses can get confused. So people can like see flavours and like taste colours and stuff like that. And that's kind of the only way I would be able to explain it. It kind of feels like how salt tastes, if that makes sense. But it doesn't feel like salt. It's not like you're holding salt. It like feels like the taste. It's like kind of prickly, if that makes sense, but like not, kind of like soft. I really don't know how to explain it, but it basically feels like how salt tastes. It's almost as if like it can just detect it, but obviously it's not a tongue. It's not gonna like taste the flavour of it. But now that I'm leaving it, it's getting like more salty. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I can't even put it into words. So yeah, that's the result. It was a bit more interesting the first time. I don't know if it's because I'm noticing it more because like I'm on my own, so there's not as much going on and I'm actually noticing it a little bit more. But I'm definitely noticing it more now. And it's frying my brain a little bit. But obviously, after I did this the first time, I experienced a little bit less, but still the same thing. Nobody could get it, no matter how much I tried to explain what I was feeling. Nobody understand me. They just didn't get it at all. But that's okay. That's fine. Not everybody has dipped their balls into soy sauce and has experienced the feeling of the taste of salt. But after this, we obviously spiraled a little bit with the amino acids, and then we continued to spiral, and it just started to go a little bit downhill. So for the final experiment, what we decided to do, and this was one of my friend's ideas, I was adamant that it wouldn't actually do anything, and it was just a ridiculous waste of time. But we decided to take a spoonful of salt, because it's a very sweet flavour, and that contrasts the flavour of the salt in the soy sauce. And I would be fed a spoon of sugar whilst dipping my balls into salt to see if my brain got confused. I've not had many nights which have gone as weird as this, but at least it's a story to tell the grandkids. So that went interestingly. You get entertainment from this.
Yeah, but why did you agree to do this? Yeah, but I
Come on, the cameras are ready.
And then another grown man feeds him sugar.
Yeah, are you gonna feed him sugar?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed.
While another grown man puts soy on his balls.
I can't wait to watch you spoon feed him the sugar.
Swear to God.
While he
This ends up on porn.
While he rubs. Yes, I'm gonna put on porn.
Oh
my God, you're probably gonna
earn
like 30 grand.
Someone from home stumbles upon that.
No, you should use the word teen boy. I'd be like, teen boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
College
fucked
boy
up.
gets
I'm so
hazed.
It's so
Oh.
cool.
Fresh 18 boy, 18.
Gets like... Oh.
It's the weirdest experience.
Don't rub it now.
You and me both, man.
Wait, when am I submerging? Lift the towel! When I submerge... When am I dipping? Am I dipping at the same time?
Yeah.
Am I dipping first or eating first?
No,
Same time.
Yeah, same time. Okay, ready, set. Anything?
No! You're talking about what it'd be like.
Can you feel the
I
salt?
don't want any more!
Can you feel the salt?
Airplane's going in.
Look, he's confused
Airplane.
though. He's confused though. Look.
He does look confused.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Are you confused, Bryn?
Yeah, look at his face. What the f*** are you on? What's
What's happening? Is it too much sugar?
He's having a stroke.
Yeah, Bryn, we're having... Bryn, are you scared? He's gonna pass out. He's gonna pass out. Danny, grab his head. Grab his head.
Oh my God.
Stop rubbing it.
happening?
Why are you rubbing it? What the fuck is going on? Why is he red?
Bryn, talk to us. Talk to us.
It's just a simple realization of the situation I'm in. As I'm sat here, where people film me with my balls and a cup of soy sauce, where someone feeds me sugar. I'm just like, how did I get you? It wasn't that my brain got confused or anything. It was just a very weird scenario. And I kind of snapped into the realization of, wait a second, I am stood here with my pants around my ankles, with all of my friends around me, getting spoon-fed sugar whilst dipping my balls into soy sauce. And that realization hit me like a train. But anyway, that is my tale. Now, you know, if you were curious about if balls can taste salt, the answer is a bit non-conclusive, really. I don't know how to do it. I'm not a scientist. They sort of yes, no. They can't. But now you kind of know. Don't. Anyway, I hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can watch some of my others and support me as I try to do the cringiest thing I've ever done and start a YouTube channel. Or you could follow me on Instagram because I'm like you to do that. English. Usually get about 3 viewers, so that means you're really special because there's not many of you, and that means I'm talking directly to you, one of 3. So, hi. Please support me in any way you can. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, give me suggestions, do what you want. But anyway, thank you for watching. Farewell, goodbye.